All right, let's try this again. I had to completely reset the internet. And then after that, I had to literally close out all my tabs. And now it's working. So back to the show we go. Sorry about that, but we are back. Okay, so as you're hopping on, I'm just gonna jump right into it because we only have a limited amount of time, number one. Number two, you might catch this on the replay. It's Saturday, right? You might be out and about. I would love to know what it is that you're doing today. I'd love to know in the comments what your non-negotiables are on the weekend, if you have them, right? Hi, Carmen. Maybe your non-negotiables are you have to do X, Y, and Z, even though you're doing Y. I would love to know what that is in the comment section. I like to set the tone. So like last night when I went to bed, I set the plan for what I'm gonna do when I wake up this morning. So I woke up, I made, oh, it's on my stories. I should give you guys that recipe. I made a protein pancake. And then do you know the Chobani yogurt that has like the Oreos in it for kids? I topped it with that. That is Yucca approved, Y-U-K-A. So those are Yucca approved. There's only 150 calories. Hi, Peg. So here's what I did when I made that this morning. I used 4 egg whites, right? Because why? There's 5 grams of fat in 1 whole egg. We've got 5 grams of fat. There's 6 grams of protein. So if I were to eat 2 eggs or 3 eggs, I'd be at 18 grams. Still not even getting me to the 20 grams. And I'd be at 15 grams of fat. So 15 grams of fat times 9 calories is what? 15 times 9 is what? Versus 6, 12, 18 grams of protein times 4 calories. That's where I mess up. This is why you're seeing all these people going around and being like, hey, this instead of that. It's not that eggs are bad for you. It's that they're literally higher in fat calories than they are protein. So I never have more than 1 egg yolk a day. Easy, right? Never have more than 1 egg. So I did 4 egg whites, 1 whole egg, obviously. And then I used tons of Ceylon cinnamon. Again, you don't want to use regular cinnamon. Why? It elevates the kidney levels. So we don't want to elevate those kidney levels. And then also I used the Chosen spray to do the bottom of the pan. I didn't use olives or olive oil or butter. Why? I'm already getting the fat from the egg yolk. Our fats are 9 calories per gram. It's only 4 calories in a gram of protein, 4 calories in a gram of carb. So our fats are called fats for a reason. Too much of a good thing will cause heart disease. Too much of a good thing will cause high cholesterol. Okay, so I made it with that. 1 scoop of the Orgain protein powder. Make sure if you are supplementing with powders or bars for protein, that they're Yucca approved. Okay, I was the girl who upped my protein, upped my water, upped my fiber, got 0 results. Well, all the foods that I added had more additives, right? So I'm sure you've heard of the Yucca app. That's your new bestie. Hi, Jolene and Debbie. That's your new bestie in the entire world is the Yucca app, right? We live in the United States of America, so we have freedom and there's allowed to be additives in our food. And they're at a rising high of like being found in 80+% of all of our foods, including foods from like Whole Foods. So we have to do our due diligence on that end. So make sure you download that app. And if you use something, say you use something twice a week, scan it in that app. Okay, definitely make sure you scan it in the app. So I made that and then I topped it with even like my makeup now, right? I had skin cancer, couldn't get the bare naked truth of why I got skin cancer, doesn't run in my family. Every product I was using on my face, every piece of makeup that I was using, literally all, hi Elizabeth, hi the real antique vendor, every single one of them, guess what happened? They were all carcinogenic. They all had pollen inside of them, okay? So we have to be very careful. All these additives are banned in countries like Australia and Europe. I have tons of family in Europe. It's how I came across the app. So rule number 1, if you want to rock your world and have the most amazing energy in the world, decrease all symptoms of whatever it is that you're going through right now. Download that Yucca app and literally all your dreams are about to come true. I'm not even kidding you. Hey, what's up, hottie? Good to see you, Tara. So that's for that. So we were talking about our coffee. I topped it with, good morning, Carlene. I topped it with the Chobani Greek yogurt with the Oreos in it. Those are clean on Yucca, and I didn't use any syrup. So the whole thing was 350 calories and had 42 grams of protein, and I'm stuffed. Okay, I've got my water. I put a little bit of Raymond sea salt inside of it, 1 teaspoon. The only reason why it's possible to even hit my water goal is because I have a timer. I have a timer that literally goes off every single 90 minutes. And when it goes off, I stop and force myself to drink for 15 seconds. Like literally 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Water's how you actually physically burn fat. I've looked into getting liposuction when I was at my all-time heaviest. Obviously, I didn't do it, but what's really ironic is that our body literally goes through a fat burning process that's called lipolysis. Isn't that crazy? And lipolysis is how your body burns fat for free. Yes, 1 teaspoon, correct. It just replaces and replenishes the electrolytes in our body. And also, not only does it do that, but it helps with the potassium levels. So Dr. James actually recommends it. Have you read or listened to the book, The Obesity Fix? After struggling for 11 months to get any results, I ended up going in for a physical, and that's when I stopped going really to the doctors when they recommended metformin, even though I wasn't a diabetic. Hi, Wendy. So that's when I kind of went the natural path route. I was introduced to Dr. James and Gary Brecka, and that's where I learned about the Yucca app. And ever since doing it, I mean, I've gone down, I can't mention stuff on here. Meta does not allow it anymore, and I don't want to get it taken down. So just took the greens, doesn't taste too bad. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with the greens. What are you talking about? As far as your water intake being half of your weight in ounces of water, just set the timer and don't use things. I always like to keep bad examples on me for people. I was actually gifted them for, I think it was Valentine's Day or Sweetest Day. Hello, my beautiful friend, Jackie. It was Valentine's Day, I think, and there are these electrolytes. Hi, Lori. They look like this. These are horrible. These have carcinogens inside of them, additives. If you scan it on the Yucca app, you'll see. And then what it does is not only does it disrupt the microbiota, it literally is carcinogenic, increases high A1C levels. You guys, the Celsius drink that I used to drink every day, it leads to obesity. It literally leads to weight gain. Like you look right at it and it's like when you scan it in the Yucca app, like literally I was diet everything. Diet this, sugar-free that, diet this, sugar-free that. Like I got off 6 medications. I can't believe how I feel at almost 40 in any way, shape, or form. Like literally psoriasis, autoimmune, IBS, gone. Okay. So I went from the girl that used to walk into like the primary care doctor to like the girl who literally doesn't walk into a doctor. Okay. I just bought electrolyte mix. Which one did you get? Even Whole Foods has Ultima. I thought it was because it was from Whole Foods. Additives inside of it. It makes it hard for your blood sugar glucose levels to stay obtained or something. It spikes them. It tells you right on what it causes. And it tells you what countries it's banned in. Okay? So you have to, like people upping their protein, people buying cottage cheese at the market. Like how do you really know what one to buy? Not what's on sale. What's approved in Yucca is your answer. Okay, because we have so many people that I work with and talk to on a daily basis. They are upping their protein. They are upping their water. They are adding electrolytes to help with, if they're going through, a menopausal phase in their life, right? Like I do not believe in any way, shape, or form that any woman is going through perimenopause or menopause before the age of 50. I will beg to argue it. I will be like, scan every single thing that you eat. Scan every single thing that you drink for 7 days and send it to me. You're having those type of symptoms because of the additives in our foods. And you don't have to be perfect. Like literally, I had last night gummy worms and pizza, but they were Yucca approved. It didn't have the additives, right? So if you find that you're upping protein, you're upping water, did you know Metamucil has aspartame inside of it? It has yellow 6 coloring. Literally, like in our food, it causes disruption to the microbiome. Hi, Audrey. It literally causes high A1C levels. It leads to obesity. It leads to ADHD inside of kids. And it also altercates sperm altercation in men. Like in our food system is broken. It's 2026. Like get the Yucca app. If you're not getting results, guys, like it's probably because of additives in your food. It's not because you're eating more protein. It's not because you're upping your water. It's not because you're literally upping your fiber. It's what you're upping it with is the wrong one. So if you don't have the Yucca app, Y-U-K-A, literally you're about to want to marry me, and I'm not even kidding you when I say that. Okay? If you're brand new and you've never had the Yucca app, drop a 1 in the comments. Please, if you get it, message me and be like, Michelle, I got that app, because you're literally going to see a difference. I'm not even kidding you, within 48 hours of removing some of these additives from the food. And so are your kids. Like, you're going to notice like attention span with them, their patience levels, ADHD, like all of that is going to get so much better. I'm not even kidding you. Good job, Peg. Okay. And the same thing with coffee. Drop a 1 if you drink coffee. Actually, don't drop a 1. Drop in the comments the word coffee, because I want to show you what should be exactly in the coffee you're drinking if you're like me. If you're like me and you drink coffee every day, which I do, okay, I will never give it up. A lot of nutritionists are telling you to give it up because there's pesticides inside of it, okay? There are brands that are pesticide free. This is Nancy's Probiotic Cottage Cheese, Yucca approved. I found this. Lori, good job. I think I get the Real Good brand, right? But the Costco brand, the Great Value brand, all of those are carcinogenic. Jeff was eating a can of chicken from Whole Foods every single day. Maybe sometimes he just told me multiple. Listen to this because you're going to laugh. Peg, I'll send you that. I'm going to screenshot your name right now. Yeah, Carlene uses the coffee. She even said best coffee yet. I'm going to screenshot it, or I'm going to screenshot your name because the comments will disappear, and I'll send you that coffee video so you can see it for yourself. Okay, organic coffee doesn't matter. Organic does not matter, right? We go to Whole Foods and we see organic this, organic that. It doesn't matter. It literally can still have additives inside of it. So be very careful with that trick. Like Ultima, I got Ultima electrolytes, thought I was doing myself all this good. And guess what, from Whole Foods, and they have additives. So you just have to be aware, just use that app. You'll have a lot of fun with it, because let's be honest, if you guys are buying cottage cheese, like you're kind of buying the same foods, like now you're going to learn, like I used to buy ones that were on sale, not anymore, right? Now I buy the brand that doesn't have additives, right? As far as the, now I forgot what I was saying. Same with like cinnamon, right? Regular cinnamon elevates kidney levels. Ceylon cinnamon doesn't. Like, how brilliant is that? I never knew that, right? I heard about how it improves insulin sensitivity, but the person that was saying that, they never really, taught that. Okay. As far as electrolytes, I use a brand from Amazon that is clean. It's called Nectar, right? Nectar. Just drop coffee in the comments if you drink coffee, and I can share with you a video that you can watch. That's the one that I use, and if you like it and it turns you up inside, snag a bag from them. They literally offer you the whole bag for 30 days money back guaranteed. So if you don't love it or see a difference every day in your clarity, because it's a no crash clarity energy that you're going to have. I'm on it right now. The only thing I did this morning when I made that pancake was I had the pancake, I had a hydrogen water, right? And I had coffee. My coffee and my hydrogen water were only Yucca approved. They literally have science behind it, clinicals and third-party validation, and they're clean. Because any label that you look at, it doesn't have to be approved by the FDA. So it literally, for marketing purposes, can be like best blah, blah, blah in the world #1, right? They have a good marketing agency. I never knew this until I literally grew out of all of my clothes. Then I had a new wardrobe of clothes, grew out of those clothes, literally then got a new wardrobe of clothes, grew out of those clothes, and that's when I was like, something's not right, right? That's when I went the holistic naturopath route. That's where I started listening to 30 plus Audible books like I do now. Does that make sense? Even my products, right? I've replaced everything with Yucca approved face makeup. They have pollen. I had skin cancer. Like, it wasn't because I was dealt a bad card. I didn't know this information, and I was putting a ton of crap on my face every single day to try to reverse age. Is that helpful? So if you drink coffee, just drop coffee. As far as hydrogen, you don't want to add hydrogen into your everyday life if you're okay with brain fog. If you're okay with opening cabinets and forgetting like why you opened it, you don't want to add hydrogen. If you are okay with your performance and recovery at the gym as you age and it's declining and you're okay with that, you wouldn't add hydrogen. If you're okay with fatigue chronically at like a high level, like you can't, like you guys, I wake up at 40, I vacuumed my entire house. Like I can't stop cleaning. My laundry's all done. The dogs had a stuffed animal. I cleaned it all up. My bathrooms are clean. Like, I can't stop. I have to force myself to sit down to get ready and be like, I have to go live. Hydrogen has your blood flowing, right? So add it in every day because it's not in the body. What it does is it dilates the blood vessels. So then you dilate the blood vessels. Blood can flow regularly, okay? I'll share the pancake in just a second. Yeah, that's just drop the word hydrogen in the comment section. But most people start adding hydrogen. Here's where you don't buy it. Peg said, holy crap, this app need to purge my fridge. It's disgusting. Like, Peg, doesn't it piss you off that the stores can sell this kind of food to us? Literally. Jimmy John's bread, look it up. Jimmy John's chips, look it up. Subway, the guy that lost all that weight, look up the Subway bread. Like, it's insane. Okay? So are you happy you came across this morning's episode? Because I'm pumped up, I'm freaking fired up, and I'm jacked up to help you guys in so many freaking ways. I've learned how to literally biohack the crap out of all of it and still have like so much freaking fun. And you know, I love having fun. Like last night I had pizza, right? You don't have to be freaking perfect. But when you go scan your fridge like Peg's doing, I can almost guarantee you that Peg's probably like, holy crap, 80% of my food has toxins, only 20% doesn't. No matter why I'm struggling, no matter why my joints hurt, no matter why I'm not getting good, proper, adequate sleep. Like, all of our answers are going to come true just like our dreams, right? So all of that will start to make sense to you. In regards to the Nitro, that's the brand I use. Just drop in the comments the word Nitro, and here's what I'll do. After the show, I'll send you the exact same video that I watched about what hydrogen does at a cellular level in the body. If you want to get it, I can share with you where you can find it. Just drop that word in the comments, Nitro. Okay? Going back to talking about, so you guys know water. Do you have a 90-minute timer set right now for water? Because we need to detox everything we've done out of our body, right? So cell activation has become a huge thing. It's after struggling for 11 years to get back to where I was before Bella. Now I'm there. It just happened. It never happened because I didn't have cell activation. But there's a certain cocktail for you. I don't know what your formula is. I need to ask you like 4 questions. But here's what we could do. If you drop the word cell activation in the comments, I could message you, screenshot it, and figure out what cocktail you need, right? It's not a one size fits all. If you're talking to someone who thinks it's a one size fits all, it's not the case. That's not the case, right? We're all so different in so many ways. So I can give you that and you'll know exactly what cell activation you would need. When it's time for you to get off of cell activation because you've reached your goal, you're not going to get it all back. Why? The reason you're not going to get it all back is because your additives don't outweigh the regular food intake. You're going to have the Yucca app in your hands. You're going to know, okay? Anything I talk about, if I ever promote something or you see me eating something, it's Yucca approved. So you don't have to go the extra mile. You want a hydrogen water that's backed by science, proven through clinicals, third-party validation, clean, and athletes are paying thousands for it? I'll share the video. Drop Nitro, right? You want the coffee that's pesticide-free, that's not carcinogenic, and it's literally a no-crash energy? I'll share it with you. If you drink coffee, drop coffee, right? All these people are telling us to quit doing these things, but they're not giving us an alternative route. You guys know how I feel about that. You can still have coffee. Why don't they tell us that? We just have to make sure that it doesn't have pesticides inside of it. We just have to make sure that if we've learned from someone online that literally kidney levels go up when we use regular cinnamon instead of Ceylon cinnamon, we have to be careful where we're sourcing things, okay? Lori and Cheryl, I'll send you Nitro. But for cell activation, I need you to drop cell activation and then I can give you your recommended cocktail, okay? I'm gonna introduce you to someone who's gonna do that. The only thing I do on my behalf is I ask you 4 questions. I have to get to know your situation better. You know, there's a 790,000 things right now that you probably want in your life. But if I were to niche down and say, hey, it can only be 2 things, or 3 things, I mean, not 2, what would that look like for you? you should be able to tell me that answer. That's how I'm going to be able to put together a cocktail formulated, guess what, for only you, okay? It's different for someone. It depends on your age, right? Your protein should be your goal weight. Like I said, my pancake this morning, it had 42 grams of protein. I literally, how delicious. Do you know those Chobani yogurts at the market that have like on the side little bites of Oreos, or on the side have little peanut butter cups or shortcakes, right? I had that on top of my pancake instead of syrup. I don't care that there's Oreos, guys. It's Yucca approved. There was an additive, so I don't know what they use, literally, but it's clean. And I already had 42 grams of protein. Want to know why? I had 4 egg whites, right? What else did it have? It had 1 whole egg. What else? It had a clean protein powder. So the fact that I topped it with that Greek yogurt, with that candy on top of it, who cares? I got the protein source somewhere else. It was only 350 calories. I just posted last night, if you guys didn't see, 6 protein dishes to start eating to become unrecognizable. Drop a 1 if you didn't see that. Okay, drop a 1 if you didn't see that. That will be extremely helpful for you, 150%. Okay? So that's where all of that matters. Drop in the comments if you have a question so we can move on. Do you have a question? Sorry, I'm doing my eyebrows. Tell me this, what's your number one struggle in reaching your goal right now? What's your number one struggle, right? Is it that you can't improve your muscle tone? There's people out there who are doing cell activation through, I can't even say the name, guys. All I know is that you have to literally scan everything that you're using from the Yucca app. And then I have to have a conversation with you in regards to what your goals are so that I can make recommendations, right? That's how I'm gonna be able to get to the bare naked truth of what your cocktail recipe needs to look like. Can you do it without a cocktail recipe for cell activation? You can, but it's gonna be a longer process, 100%. It's not only gonna be a longer process, it's literally, you're gonna have cravings for sugar and salt. That's part of the process of being in a deficit. You are gonna have cravings for sugar and salt. That's part of being in the process of being in a deficit. And then also you're gonna be really tired, right? Trying for 11 months and getting absolutely nowhere is what taught me, okay, I'm gonna look more into this cell activation route, and that's how I got into it, okay? It's a naturopath, it's holistic, it's a cleanliness version of doing it, and it works, okay? But it just depends on your formula, Brittany. You would just have to drop in the comments, and I can get some information. I have to ask you like 4 questions. As far as your fiber intake, I'm having a bad hair day. Like, what the heck is actually going on? I have no clue. As far as your fiber intake, for fiber, you want 25 grams. Do not use something like Metamucil, and you have to scan it with the Yucca app. Fiber is how you keep your intestinal tract free and clear of toxins and bacteria. Why? Think about all the food that you eat. That food goes through your intestinal tract. A typical intestinal tract, when I went in, I got a scope done. Mine had like black holes in it. It didn't look like my gums. Why? Well, number one, all the acidic foods that I ate, sugar-free, diet this, sugar-free that, plastics in the spray butter I was using. Number 2, I was deficit in fiber. And fiber is the only thing that can swell to the depth of your intestinal tract. So that makes sense, right? So food particles were lingering around. If I have food particles hanging off my trash can, right, that are hanging out and it's beating sun, are maggots going to come? Do you think there's bacteria? Do you think it's going to become sour? The same thing happens within the intestinal tract. So we want to get 25 grams. I get something called the Carbo Not Bread. It's yucca approved. It has 15 grams of fiber. It's 40 calories, so I can have 30 grams of fiber for 80 calories. But if you're like the chia seed perfect person and you want to get chia seeds, you can do chia seeds. If you want to do, there's 10 grams and 2 tablespoons. Your berries are amazing. Blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. The only thing with that is I was a part of I did this case study. For 4 weeks, I used to eat 7 cups of fruits and vegetables total every day. No more ever than 3 cups of fruit. And I was in an argument that our soil's depleted, right? Our soil's not the same as it used to be. It's depleted. So I got on a greens. These greens are from Australia. When you look at greens, they should be so vibrant, dark green, no fillers and no grass. 1 cup of this every day, and Bella uses it as well, has all my fruits and vegetables, and it literally tastes like a juice. Tell me in the comments, put greens if you want me to send you, or not send you, show you the video of me mixing it up. The second I use it, I usually take it in the morning with you guys, I go to the bathroom. Number 2, like immediately, right? I saw a massive, I was the person who would argue against it, but I guess once I did that, I saw a tremendous difference. So my fruits and vegetables, do I eat? I do, like when I go out to eat, but they don't have the nutrients that they used to have. So I do my Alive every day. It's called Alive, A-L-I-V-E. She is from Australia. It's sourced over from Australia. Yeah. So you have to be careful where you're getting things from, like the source of them. Is it coming from a warehouse where there's just tons of boxes like piled up everywhere, right? There's one thing with Amazon, it's amazing and it's convenient, but is everything friendly and clean and third-party validation and proven through science and proven through clinicals? There's a storefront that has that. Okay, drop shop in the comments. You can get your collagen there. You can get your greens there. You can get your cell activation there. You can get your hydrogen beverage. How cool would it be to shop a storefront where you know everything is clean? Everything is science-backed, cleanliness, yucca approved, right? I don't use anymore because ever since I had skin cancer, I don't use anything on my face. Water is what literally hydrates the skin. Getting half of your weight in ounces of water, right? I never knew that. And if you drink coffee, pop, or alcohol, you can have them, but we have to add them back in. I'll show you guys the greens. Drop greens in the comments if you want me to share the video with you of where this is sourced from. It's the video that I saw. But let me just show you, because I'm going to mix it up anyways, the vibrancy in what greens should actually look like. And they should not include grass inside of them. One of the biggest ways to literally have issues with allergens is having grass, right? That's one of the main ones, but companies are putting them inside of products to make them so they're less expensive, right? They're like putting like a filler inside of it. So let me show you how this works really quick. You just get a cup, you can add ice to it. With hydrogen water, you would never add ice to it. Ever. It would deactivate the hydrolyzation process of hydrogen activation in the body. This is on Amazon for $7, literally. It's the best frother ever. Let me put you right here. Here's the greens. So you can tell just by kind of looking at them, right? So I'm gonna take them, I'm gonna mix it up. Like I said, I can add ice if I want. You might find at first, because you're detoxing, almost like a little bit like flu symptoms. Okay, so drop a 1 if you see the richness of this. Okay, can you see that? So look at this. Do you see it? So it doesn't get clumpy in any way, shape, or form. It's got all my servings of my fruits and my vegetables. And if I still want to have fruits and veggies, like I used to say, as a group certified fitness instructor, I used to be against supplementing these. but because of soil depletion, I did notice positive benefits from it, okay? Just drop greens and I'll share that video with you. I'm pretty sure once you click on that video, you would just see for yourself, okay? You can see all the information that you need, the science, the clinicals, the third-party validation certificate, and that it's Yucca approved. I promised I would show you. I've got 2 options when it comes to my hydrogen. For convenience for increased blood flow, I have my can, but I only travel with those on the go. I have right here a sachet, right? This is what I usually do in the morning. I have a silver sachet. You would never mix ice with your hydrogen water. It deactivates it. So you've got greens, you've got hydrogen water. If you want to see any of those, you do have to drop in the comments what it is so I can personally get in your inbox. I'm probably going to ask you 3 to 4 questions. I'll share the video and you'll be on your way if you did want to get it, okay? Okay, so as far as your protein, make sure you're using the Yucca app, right? You're using the Yucca app. Now it says slow connection again. What the heck? Yucca is going to tell you additives that are inside of it. It's going to give it a rating 0 to 100, right? If it's just sodium or it's calories, who cares, right? It's just telling you, I got my greens last night video, please. Audrey, you already have the video, girl. It's literally going to tell you right on it. It says, now I lost my train of thought, sorry. Oh, if it's just because of there's no additives, you're fine. You can have it. But if it literally has additives, then you would want to change that. You don't want to have that. So if it's just calories though, because sometimes it gives it a lower rating because of the high calorie, just ignore that. You'll understand how to use it. Is anyone on who uses the Yucca app right now? Yeah, you can put nitro in cold water. You just can't add ice to it. It deactivates it. So you wouldn't add ice to it. Okay. So my cell activation quiz is open to you today. Drop cell activation or drop cocktail. I'll send that to you. You can 100% with your protein delete the last number of calories. So if something's 290 calories, you would delete the 0. You've got the 29. Is there 29 grams of protein? You would cut that portion in half. So let's go over that again. We have a slice of pizza that's 300 calories. Okay, I delete the last number of 300. Now I see 30. Is there 30 grams of protein? No, there's only 14. I would have a half of a slice. That is going to be what's going to help you. If you do that 80% of your day, you're going to reach that goal in grams of protein. Okay. So if you work with me, okay, I was stocked up on clients. I was sold out for 2 months. You guys can go right now and you can use paper. I used to use paper to track my dietary fiber. Okay, you're not going to lose weight and you're not going to maintain weight if you're not getting the proper protein or fiber. Okay, same with water. Anyone that I get on my cocktail for my cell activation, I'm like, listen, if you're not willing to drink half of your weight in ounces of water, don't even do this. You guys, we have got to undo what we've done to our body. If you go get the Yucca app right now and you scan your stuff that you're using, including toothpaste, mouthwash, anything that goes in your mouth or on your skin that's in the bloodstream, you need cell activation. We've got to get the cells back to working, okay? Food's supposed to come in, you're supposed to feel good. If I sit you down right now and I feed you a chicken meal with some quinoa and give you a little bit of some whatever, okay? Avocados cut up and you don't have energy that's like, hey, I feel amazing. Cell activation has to come in, okay? Why? The more additives we add in our body, it disrupts the microbiome from taking literally the food and insulin to use or store as energy. It puts them in little compartments. It reminds me of Amazon. My brother's an engineer with Amazon. It opens up, it pushes it down. Your body does the same thing. Your body isn't like, oh, she's giving me aspartame. Oh, she's giving me yellow 6. Oh, your body just goes, what? It's like electricity. You now have this outlet that has water coming into it. It's like this. So what does it do? Since it doesn't have the area to compartmentalize it, the door doesn't open to use your energy as store, guess what it does? All the fat pockets on your entire body, some are bigger than others, it just starts to store your food. You become what? What? Just like Michelle did. Michelle grew out of her clothes. Michelle bought new clothes, grew out of those clothes, right? My doctor tried to put me on metformin, a pre-diabetic drug that I'm not even a pre-diabetic. Like, what in the actual heck is wrong with this world? Okay? You shouldn't need a prescription for something that you're using for reaching your goals, period. Do you want to be 99% of the world, or do you want to be 1%? I want to be 1%. I want to freaking feel good at 40. I want to have energy. I don't want to have swollenness and wrinkles and have to go like literally. You have a choice. But the thing is we don't realize, oh my gosh, the foods I've been buying have additives inside of them. Once you see that, you're not going to be able to unsee it, but I need you to download the Yucca app. If you do end up downloading the Yucca app and you're like, oh my gosh, like this is insane, now this makes perfect sense, that's where we have to do a cocktail recipe for you. We need cell activation to come in on the back end. Once it does, we can get off my cell activation. Okay? I can't discuss it. Meta will shut me down. You just have to do your part, and you just have to send me in the comments. All you have to do is put cocktail. I'll message you with questions, right? I'm not going to put something together if it's not a good fit, but I can tell you something this. I probably have in my network a recommendation that I can make if what I have isn't a good fit for you, right? Lori says yucca is easy. Yes, I know, isn't it? Okay, as far as strength training, yesterday I see this girl at the gym. She's like dying. She's probably 50. And I'm like, dude, why are you sitting over here doing leg lifts? Get freaking weights. I don't want to do weights either. I want to go walk. I want to go do the Stairmaster. I want to go jog. But guess what? Strength training is an all-time must. It's a must. 3 days a week for 20 minutes, guys. 3 days a week for 20 minutes. That's it. How do you do it? YouTube. Full body workout. No equipment. Full body workout. Dumbbells. Full body workout. Right? That's how you're going to do it. And then you're going to be like, okay, wow. You have to do some type of weightlifting. It doesn't mean you need to be a bodybuilder. Protein's going to help you to do that. And then you have to be using type 2 collagen, right? Type 2 collagen is the only source of collagen your body is depleted in. If you look at the first ingredient in your collagen, if you're buying it from Home Goods, you guys know mine's a belly fat blasting liquid collagen. I can't say a lot about it because of Meta. Drop in the comments the word collagen. You got to make sure it's a type 2. Needs to be medical grade. Has to be water soluble. It should have organic tremella mushroom in it because you're going to get rid of retin A and you're going to get rid of hyaluronic acid because you're putting it into the skin that's going through the bloodstream. Take my skin cancer and let it be your scarcity, right? Organic tremella mushroom mimics hyaluronic acid. And guess what? When you can have something that you eat, it works from the inside out instead of the outside in, okay? So you're going to add that in. Mine's already in my collagen. My collagen is already type 2. Water soluble. It should come out of your refrigerator. It should be a liquid. Why? Water soluble. Organic tremella mushroom already inside. Fenugreek, important, gut lining. The gut has to do with collagen. Your deficit after 20, you lose 1%. So right now I'm working with someone who's 84 years old. You should see the transformation within 30 days. I've got 2 parts to it. Do you need cell activation or do you need, just a collagen? That's why I ask questions. It also has the Morosil inside of it. It's the only fat burner in the United States of America that's patent. What's a patent mean? If I create something, no one else in the whole entire world can create it because it's mine. This is a patent fat burner that 94% of consumers who used it for 12 weeks, they were put inside of a bucket. And in that bucket, they were evaluated. What did every single one of those participants see at 94% level? Decrease on the scale, decrease body percentage in fat, decrease body composition. So being from this to this, they saw it. Why didn't 6% of those people get those results is what I wanted to know. It's kind of like the person from Michigan that's missing from the Bahamas. That's the piece I wanted to know. They weren't consistent. And number 2, or they gave up before the 12-week mark, you guys. It's time to get over yourself. Literally. Like, get out of your own way. Like, you do these things and then you stop. Like, you're so excited. Act on the conscious mind. Your subconscious mind is going to try to pull you back into being the old version of you. You're going to come in and go, I'm going to get that Yucca app. Oh my God, I'm so fired up. When what's going to happen, you're going to start to walk towards the fridge and your subconscious mind is going to go, whoa, 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 you don't need the change. Act on what your conscious mind says. Okay? That's the only way that you're going to be able to break through the barrier to retrain the subconscious mind. If I want to go say hi to someone and I'm walking up to them, I'm like, wow, they're really pretty, I'm going to go tell them. But all of a sudden I'm this close to them and I freak out. I'm acting on my conscious mind. I won't let my subconscious mind go out. If I'm physically on the phone with someone right now and they turn me up inside and I'm like, I need this person's program, I'm not talking myself out of it. I'm going on the conscious mind. You need to stop focusing on the subconscious. When you make a decision, stick to it. I'm going to go all in for 6 weeks and use this belly fat blasting, or 12 weeks and use the belly fat blasting liquid collagen. That's what I'm going to do for myself. And then you follow through. Drop collagen in the comments. I'll share the video with you. Yeah, it's no seed oils. People are using stuff that's called trim. They're seed oils. What's seed oils? Inflammation in the body. What's inflammation in the body do? Deactivate cells. We need to activate cells. Cell activation, right? Yeah. It's 1 tablespoon. I'll show you what it looks like. It's downstairs in the fridge. It's just 1 tablespoon. You get chocolate mint or you get chocolate raspberry. You get to choose your flavor. It's for the person who's dairy-free, gluten-free, caffeine-free, soy-free, right? So no dairy, no soy, no gluten, no caffeine. Okay, it stays in the fridge. You shake it up really well, right? The main ingredient, did you know the first ingredient listed in anything that you use is what you find the most of? The first ingredient listed is what you find the most of. The last ingredient is what you find the least of, okay? So first ingredient, type 2 collagen, right? Organic tremolo mushrooms already in here, the dose that I need, so I don't need to buy hyaluronic acid. I don't need to get retin A. And it also has the Morosil blood red orange dose that I need to burn fat without caffeine, soy, dairy, or gluten, okay? Drop in the words collagen. I'll ask you a few questions and I can see if it's a good fit for you or not. Okay, right now you get it for 69 bucks. It's usually $89. 30 days money back guaranteed on every single thing that I use. Every single thing. I already had a dose, so I'm not gonna do it again. It was underneath and inside of my pancake. Okay, that's a great question. Okay, so are we good? Any questions in regards to, it's a tablespoon just from Amazon. Just go to Amazon and search tablespoon. That's all you need, right? Even my soap is Yucca approved, you know, this right here. The other ones have pollen inside of them, right? The other day, the doctor walks, you know, you have all this, like, people have these rashes. It's like, geez, don't even get me started. But you guys see I'm passionate, right? Or do you just think that I'm a big B-I-A, Bia? You know what I mean? What do you think? Hi, honey. There's Jeff. You want to say hi? He goes, no. He's working on the house. Here's Cleo. Say hi to Cleo. So a little bit about Cleo's story, okay? I'll tell you a little bit about Cleo. Cleo was at the rescue center for almost a year. She was fostered. She was beat. Okay, so Cleo won't go anywhere near water, which we live on the lake, okay? She actually would go to the bathroom in the house, and the owner would put her into the bathtub and dunk her under the water. Okay, so he abused her, beat her, screamed at her. She's deadly afraid of men. She's gotten a lot better. And with Cleo, no one would adopt her because she was black. So we ended up getting her from her foster, the girl who caught that she was being abused. How old was Cleo, babe? 6 months when we got her? 6 months old, we got her. And now she's turning what? She'll be 8. So she's very chill. She won't walk on a leash. That strangling rate. So she gets to go to the PARK every day. My husband took her at 6 o'clock in the morning. She likes to rest a lot. But like if Bella's friend came over right now and got too close or tried to sit on her, she would probably nip. she's bitten Amazon drivers. So that's Cleo. Allie, on the other hand, is Allie with you? Yeah. Allie's the horse. So Allie, the alligator, actually we rescued her from babies in bottles. She was left with her family, her pack family. She was left with for literally, she's right here. Jeff, so this is Allie, the alligator. She was bottle fed. So she was bottle fed since day one because her mom neglected her. She is, we don't know, like she's mixed with a lot, but she is turning 2 in June, and she talks a lot because she has husky inside of her, Siberian husky. And she also will not go on a leash and walk. So yeah, I used Yucca for soaps, cleaning products, cosmetics for a while. I never thought about using for food. Yeah, Cheryl, your mind's about to be blown. Okay, so do you guys have any questions in regards to what we're doing for today, the challenge? We're downloading the Yucca app. Okay, we're going to track our protein in grams. If you don't want to write this all out, I do have for you where it's all in one app. All you would have to do is look at your numbers at the end of the day. And if you don't hit them, I'm alerted, so I voice note you. If they're not Yucca approved, I also teach you how to use that app. You can do all of that and work with me for a total of 5 days and all those numbers be set up and you set up the app instead of writing them down. And you can do that for $67. If that's something that you're open to having a further conversation about, you would drop in the comments the word power play. It was sold out for 60 days, 2 months exactly, and it's back open for enrolling people to do that. You'll have my personal number. You'll be set up with all of your numbers, where your caloric intake should be, what percentage your macro should be set to, where your dietary fiber is. And right at the end of the day, all you have to do is click on a button that tells me all the numbers we need to know. We don't have to do the math for how many calories worth came from protein. We don't have to do the math for how many calories worth came from carbs and fat. The app does it for us. And I teach you that. The reason it's for 5 days, great question. The average person masters it in 3 days. But if you're more of like a slow learner, I want you to have those 2 days where you can master it. Okay, so I'm going to hop off. Happy Saturday. I'm so excited that you were a part of the breakfast show this morning. Hit follow, hit add friend. And if you have any questions, just hop in my inbox. And I will be getting back to you immediately. I'll be at my desk for the next hour or so. So, bye guys.